Het is een prehistorisch iets en het wordt door alle volken over de hele wereld wordt het gedaan. Omdat het iets is met je oergevoel.
Switch is a yearly dance performance created and performed by dancers of the Netherlands Dance Theater. This evening of new works give the dancers an opportunity to truly find their own choreographic voice. In result, many of the choreographers have gone to choreograph around the world, linking their beginnings to Switch. The proceeds of Switch go to a charity chosen by the dancers. We wanted to be more involved. In past years, dancers have traveled to the charity's locations to find and create ways that art can aid in their efforts. Last year, Switch donated and supported Releve AC, a charity in Mexico which offers young people a free arts education. Switch is focusing our efforts to a local charity this year. Stichting Vluchteling is a charity located in the Netherlands. This charity is a worldwide organization that is directed to aiding refugees.
My name is Diewerke Luiten and I work for Stichting Vluchteling. And Stichting Vluchteling is a Dutch relief organization which provides humanitarian aid to displaced populations. So this could be either refugees or internally displaced people and other conflict-affected populations. So we focus mainly on emergency aid in acute crisis situations as well as the more longer-term protracted crisis situations. And we actually focus on hosting regions. You know, the majority of refugees are actually hosted in neighboring countries, in developing countries, so not in Europe. So what we do is we make sure that refugees and displaced populations have access to basic services such as healthcare, sanitation, education. When the conditions are favorable to return, we make sure that refugees are able to return. We help to rehabilitate health clinics, schools, etc. What we want to make sure is that people who have fled, you know, they can start rebuilding their lives and that they have, you know, access to basic services. They can go to school, you know, they can go to a doctor, and that at least they have a life which is worth living, and that they have a sense of perspective as well. And I think that's what is really necessary as well when so many people are fleeing to Europe. I mean, the majority of refugees, they would like to stay close to the regions of origin, and what they need is a perspective, a possibility to dream and to continue their lives instead of be dependent on handouts. So just to give you a rough idea, I mean, we have reached over 1 million people in 2014, and that includes people on different continents. So, you know, we have, for example, providing healthcare to Somali refugees residing in Kenya. We make sure that children in Lebanon, Syrian refugee children, can go to school, but we also make sure that Burmese refugees who live in Thailand have access to clean drinking water. So, you know, we cover a lot of different sectors and a lot of different countries, and we make sure that we do not only support those refugees and displaced people who are, who are living under crisis in areas which are often in the news, but also in forgotten crises. Because in addition, you know, to Syrian refugees, what many people do not know that there's so many refugees in Southeast Asia as well. When you look at Afghani refugees in Pakistan, Burmese refugees in Thailand, there's so many people on the move nowadays. I'm really happy. I'm really glad that Switch has actually picked us, you know, as their organization of choice. I'm looking forward, you know, to the 1st and the 2nd of April to see with my own eyes, you know, what all the dancers have come up with, you know, their choreographies, and I just hope it's going to be a great success.